Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my July favorites, and I have a good amount of products to get through, so I'm going to go ahead and get right into the first one. The first one is this matte lip cream by Milani in the shade Craze. I wore this in my top 5 favorite drugstore primers video, and a lot of you guys were asking about the lip color and complimenting me on it, so thank you so much. But I have just been loving this lip color. It's perfect for summer. It's almost like a neon fiery red shade. I am in love with it. But the thing I love about it the most is how comfortable it is to wear. You can't even feel it on your lips. It wears beautifully, and then after it starts to fade, it doesn't start cracking or leave you with half lipstick on, half lipstick off. It leaves a stain behind so that even if it's starting to fade, you still have the consistent lip color all over your lips, which is really important when you're going for this daring of a shade. And I couldn't recommend this shade or this formula enough. So I have just been loving this. So you guys know I am incredibly picky when it comes to makeup sponges. A lot of people love the Eco Tools ones. A lot of people love the Flower Beauty one. And I just was not impressed by those. And I haven't found a sponge that I've loved as much as the Real Techniques one and the L'Oreal foundation sponge in a long time. And just this month I found 2 new favorites, which is wonderful because I love applying makeup with sponges. And I'm so glad to finally have more that I absolutely love. And the first one is this Maybelline sponge. I did a demo with this sponge and their new brushes, and I have been continuing to use this and loving it. And the other sponge is the Ulta Beauty sponge. I told you guys when I first used this one, it feels different than the L'Oreal one. It feels more porous. I didn't think I was gonna like it because it almost feels rougher to the touch than the L'Oreal one, whereas this one feels almost identical to the L'Oreal one. It's very smooth to the touch. It's super squishy and soft, and I love it. But I ended up loving this one as well. It does an incredible job of blending everything out and really keeping the coverage intact. The shape of it is nice because you can really get into all the different crevices of the face, whereas I like this one because it does have the same shape as the Beauty Blender. You've got this rounded end you can really pounce foundation on. So I've been bouncing back and forth between these 2 sponges and completely loving them. I could not recommend them enough. I'm so glad I found more sponges that I love. All right, this next one is a palette that I found at Target. It was in the clearance section and I have no idea why because I am in love with it. And it is the Sonia Kashuk Pretty Cheeky Face Palette. It looks like this. First of all, the packaging on this is so beautiful, and then the actual product inside is what I'm wearing on my face today. So I'm wearing this contour shade, this blush, and this highlighter on my face, and they are just the perfect shades for me. I love a more peach toned blush. This contour shade is perfect because you can use it as a contour as well as a bronzer because it's not too cool and it's not too warm. And then this highlighter is a beautiful golden sheen on the cheeks, and I just love it. So this is like the perfect palette for traveling because you've got all 3 things you're gonna need, and it's super compact and comes with a mirror, although I think it was limited edition, so I don't know how easy it's gonna be to find in store. But if you see this in your Target on the clearance section, snatch it up, grab it, because I got this for $9 and I would have paid a lot more than that. Okay, next up I have 2 different concealers that I have found and have been loving this month. This month was like jackpot for me with makeup finds. I feel like I found so many gems. That's why I have so many products to talk about. But the first product I want to mention, and the first concealer, won't be a surprise because I've been using this in a lot of videos lately, and it's the Lottie London Got It Covered concealer. I love this concealer and I love this shade Fawn. I love how affordable this is and that it's enriched with vitamin E, so you're getting some skin benefits in there as well. It dries matte, which is great for my oily skin, and it feels really thin in consistency but provides a lot of coverage. And what more can you want out of a concealer? So I have been loving this one. The other concealer I've been loving won't be a surprise either, and it's the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. Like I mentioned in my full face Ulta tutorial, I wouldn't consider this a full coverage concealer. I would say it's more like a medium coverage, but that's what I go for anyway. So this is the concealer I'm wearing right now, and I like this because it almost has that same effect as a banana powder. If you have an olive skin tone and you like that kind of yellow highlight underneath the eyes, this shade Light Warm is like the perfect highlighting shade, and it's super brightening without looking white on olive skin because it does have that warm undertone. And this one is also waterproof, so it's very long lasting. You don't have to worry about it budging throughout the day. So 2 new concealer favorites this month. And then I have 2 brushes I want to talk about, and again, I've been using these in a lot of videos, so I'm sure this won't surprise a lot of you, but I did a huge haul of a bunch of AOA Studio brushes. For those of you that aren't familiar with AOA Studio, it's on a website called shopmissa.com, and all of their brushes are $1, so I wasn't really expecting to love any of them. You guys requested the video, so I did it, but I ended up loving 2 of them, and they are the F20 brush and the F13 brush. So I shared with you guys in my review of these brushes that I liked them, but as I continued to use them, I'm loving them. This one is an amazing contour brush, this F13 one, because it's so small, you can get right up underneath there, but at the same time it's fluffy, so it doesn't deposit too much product. And then I've been loving this one for kind of an all-over bronze, where you still want precision, but you want a little bit more blendability when you're going in with something like a bronzer or an all-over powder. And these just feel so soft, and they look like really expensive brushes, but they're $1. And I've been using these on a daily basis this month. Okay, so this last product is actually a skincare product, and it's by a brand called Pacifica. And I'm new to the brand, but I've been trying a bunch of their stuff lately, and this one has really stuck out to me as a favorite. It is their Kale water. It's a micellar cleansing tonic. It looks like this, and I've been using it a lot, but I've hardly even put a dent in it because you really don't need much. And the way that I've been using this is by putting it on a flat cotton pad. You can get those at Target, Ulta, wherever. And when I wear a lot of makeup, like when I did my testing waterproof makeup and I know I'm wearing very stubborn makeup that's going to be really hard to get off, after I cleanse my face, I still don't feel like it's all off. I still can feel a little bit of residue, and that's when I'll go in with something like this on a cotton pad and just get that last bit of residue off, and make sure that before I go in with moisturizers or serums or oils that my face is completely clean. And this is also infused with glycolic acid, which is basically an acid exfoliant, so it helps get that layer of dead skin cells off of your face. I've been really liking this brand altogether. They have makeup and they have skincare, but again, this has been a standout for me. I think if you have oily skin, you will love this as a toner or as a micellar water, and it's quickly become a staple in my skincare routine. So those are all my favorites from the month of July. Don't forget to let me know what your favorites of the month have been down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and click that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.